All right, I want to talk about very briefly about bank accounts. Um, Step one in building a personal finance program for yourself is to have and maintain well a banking relationship. There's several reasons you need a bank account. Number one, it's just not safe to keep your money outside of a bank. This is an actual headline. A woman actually threw out a mattress with her mother's $1 million of life savings stashed inside. And that's an extreme example, but you hear about this kind of stuff all the time. At some point in the future, it will be very difficult to do business with cash. You need a bank account. Reason number two, you need to avoid payday lenders and check cashing stores. You may say, well, I get a paycheck from my job, and I just take it, I just take it and get it cashed and have the cash and spend that until my next paycheck. First of all, refer to reason number one. That's not safe. Number two, if you get a paycheck written on, say, Regions Bank, yes, Regions Bank probably will cash that check, but other banks probably won't. And that may not be convenient. Or you may get a check written on Citibank. There are no Citibank branches in Birmingham. So you would go to a check cashing store, and they'll cash it for you, but they'll charge you a fee. Let's say your check's $100. They may charge you a $10 fee. Well, that's 10% of your money gone. And also, if you need money, if you lose your money, for example, refer to reason number one, then you can go get a loan from a payday lender, but they charge usurious amounts of interest. And you want to avoid this. These really are the financial institutions of last resort. They're the financial institutions of poor people, quite frankly. Reason number three, you need a bank account. You need a savings account for emergencies. Ideally, you should have both a checking account and a savings account. And the savings account are things you should save money for that are irregular, unanticipated expenses. You hit a curb and you do $600 worth of damage to your wheel. That happened to me this summer. You get a water leak in your house. That's happened to friends of mine repeatedly recently. You need money. You need money for a rainy day. Ideally, you need a checking account, a savings account, and a debit/ATM card. It's a good habit to start saving. Reason number four, many employers require direct deposit. They require that you have a bank account into which they deposit your check. In fact, over 67% of the Fortune 500 companies, those are the largest 500 largest corporations in America, and between them they employ millions of people. Over 67% of those require direct deposit because it's safe and logical and cheaper and easier for them. So if you don't have a bank account, you lock yourself out of these millions of job opportunities. Reason number five, you need to, it's not really a reason you need a bank account. It's a reason you need to avoid overdraft fees with your bank account. When you write a check on your account or use your debit card for more than you have in your account, you're hit with an overdraft. And a bank may or may not pay the check, but regardless, they're going to charge you a huge fee. And this really hurts. The problem is not so much the fee. It happens once or twice. That's not an end of the world. But repeated instances of overdrawing your account, the bank will say, yeah, we're not going to let you bank here anymore. And they'll close your account. And you think, well, so what? I can go down the street to another bank. You can't. I used to be a banker, and banks have a electronic system they share this information on, and Bank B down the street is not going to open an account for you. You will be forcibly unbanked, forced to use payday lenders, check cashing stores, forcibly locked out of any job that requires direct deposit. So you want to avoid, you want to have an account and you want to avoid overdrafts. And there's things called overdraft protection. You can get a credit card with a small balance and link it to your account, or you can link your savings account to your checking account so that you avoid overdrafts. And finally, reason number six, we're going to talk about credit as a separate topic, but students often ask, how do I get credit if I don't have credit? Well, step one is managing your bank account well, managing your relationship with your bank. That's how you start building good credit and a good credit score. More about that later. But for all these reasons, it is very important that you have a bank account and that you manage it appropriately.